is Barry Godfrey. I'm the Managing Director of Harvey House Retail Limited.
So, Barry, you've been involved with McTear Williams recently, and we're heading up a quite well-known DIY company. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, certainly. I was the Managing Director of Godfrey DIY Supermarkets, a well-known local DIY store in East Anglia. Unfortunately, since the financial crisis of 2008, not very many people are moving house in this country, and the effect of moving house is very, very beneficial for DIY retailing. First of all, people spend money on renovating their old house before they put it up for sale, but of course when they move to the new house they spend an awful lot of money and actively go around the house looking for jobs to do, which is great news for DIY retailers. Unfortunately, since 2008 there's very little activity in the housing market, as we all know, and that directly affects businesses such as ours. We had some long-term commitments for warehousing that we signed in 2007, just at the wrong time, and our business struggled to adapt to the reduced turnover that resulted. 2012 was a year where I felt we were going to turn the business around. Regrettably, we had the worst weather imaginable. We had actually been successful in reducing a lot of cost in the business. We'd negotiated our way out of warehousing agreements and so on. But 2012 was a year that broke records for the weather in every possible way. Wettest April, coldest May, worst summer on record. It was absolutely unbelievable, and that really affected our profitability last year. It was a tough decision to make, but it had to be faced, and I made the call, and they were very, very helpful. The whole time we arranged a meeting, and they helped us to explore all the possibilities and looked at our accounts in detail to find any way forward. But they helped us identify that liquidation was the best option for the business, and that decision had to be faced. It wasn't something that I was quite ready to face at the time. Probably I needed to think about it hard. There was an enormous amount of pride at stake, a business that had been established a long time, a family business, and we faced that decision and made the right decision. Certainly, I think McTear Williams Wood made the process quite straightforward for us. There was lots of help, lots of contact with them throughout the whole process. And whilst it was a very daunting time, I have to say, probably making the decision and actually, committing to the idea of liquidation was a tremendous weight off our shoulders. The actual period leading up to that probably was the most stressful, and in fact, once you've actually made a decision like that, you realise what an impact the business has had on your life in the preceding months. But yes, once we'd actually made a decision, it was surprisingly straightforward from there on, and they were very, very helpful to us. It occurred to me that there was a business that was very, very viable, and it would be a shame if that business was no longer to continue because of the financial circumstances the previous business had found itself in. So I did take the initiative to form a new company to bid for the assets at the liquidation, and I'm pleased to say that we were successful, and we've acquired the leases of the two most viable stores. We've acquired the stock, the fixtures and fittings, and various intellectual properties. So we now have a new business called Harvey House Retail Limited. We're trading as Totally Home, and so far business is going well. We're very, very pleased that we made the decision, and obviously very grateful for McTear Williams Wood for their input into the whole process. Once we'd actually relaunched the new business in those locations, there was some tremendous, really, really positive feedback from customers that were really pleased to see that we'd actually managed to retain the business there, and and they were happy for the staff as well, happy to see the jobs have been preserved as well. So it's been an incredible experience, but one that's been good, I think, for us as a business, but also for our staff and for those communities that relied upon there being DIY stores in their towns.